But remember, there's more storms behind this to the southwest of the Denton area. Those aren't warned yet for Jeff Davis County, but it is certainly something we will be keeping a very close eye on this afternoon. And remember, WJCL 22, we have given you a couple days notice here with our Impact Weather Day, and that's why we do it. We want you and your family to stay aware that the weather could be quickly changing, and it's why we put that icon up on our forecast to say, watch out, this day might have some severe weather. So we'll stop the radar here and show you this is now into far northern Bacon County, into the southwestern area of Appling County. And there it is. We're going to give the all clear right now to Jeff Davis County from this particular cell. So the threat of a tornado is now into this portion of Bacon County and into Appling County. So good news for our friends in Jeff Davis County. If you have any storm reports, certainly pass those along to me. You can stop by any social media channel that I have. Stop by WJCL.com and let us know what you are experiencing in your area. So we go in a little bit closer here. This is the area of concern. And I'm going to move this over just so we can, let's get this in even closer, and hopefully we can pick up on a few roads. Obviously, this is a little more rural part of the viewing area, but every single person in our viewing area, we view the same here at WJCL 22. Each and every one of you, extremely important when it comes to severe weather. Any rotation will very likely just cross over this Pine Level Church Road. I think it's now east of Highway 23, and it would be somewhere in this vicinity right here. So we need to back this view out again to give you a little more perspective of what we're looking at, especially for people that are still within the path of this very dangerous thunderstorm right now. That's the area we're going to keep a very close eye on. And when I turn the velocity on, what that is to you and me, we're taking an X-ray of the thunderstorm. So we're going to look inside of it to see what the winds are like, because that's all we care about right now, is we want to know what the winds look like within this warned area. And if they start to see a lot of those bright red or green next to each other, we would know very likely that there could be a tornado on the ground. Obviously, we'd want confirmation of that, because right now, this is a radar indicated tornado, and it's a pretty quick mover, moving off to the east at 40 miles per hour. So if you live in some of these areas south of Baxley right now, you want to be taking your tornado precautions. And notice how we still have this yellow line showing up. That is a severe thunderstorm warning. So we can put the warnings back on here. Again, the red outline area, that's a tornado warning. That goes until 3:15. So right this second, it is now 3:02, 13 more minutes. And we'll see if this portion of Appling County and the tornado warning associated with it would happen to get into the rest of the county, eastern, maybe a little slice of it there, northern areas of Wayne County. And that if you're around the Ludowici area, I would say watch this storm as well, because here in Long County, potentially we could be looking at these dangerous thunderstorms sliding in your direction. Remember how I mentioned a couple minutes ago, the line trails its way down to the south and west. So if you're down here in the Nashville, Georgia area, you have a severe thunderstorm warning. But remember, this one that we had right here, that's in Appling County right now, that started as a severe thunderstorm warning, and then the spin tightened up just enough with that it did prompt tornado warning. And again, this is for Appling County, extreme northern Bacon County. I think maybe in the next 60 to 90 seconds, we will be able to give this part of Bacon County the all clear. So stay in your safest spot of your home right now if you're anywhere within those red lines. And the best piece of advice is, say, you head into maybe a bathroom, a closet, your bedroom, the safest spot of your home, and you have a TV anywhere nearby. All you have to do is turn the volume really high. Hopefully you can still hear me. We'll guide you through this. We'll tell people when they're safe, and obviously we'll let people know exactly when they need to take cover. We've had a lot of tornado warnings here in the last year. We can get them in the winter months, spring, summer, or in the fall. No matter when it is, right here at WJCL 22, we will always be on giving you that very important information to keep you and your family safe. So again, let's zoom in here just a little bit. We can move this to give you a little better perspective of what we're looking at here in regards to the warning. So right there in northern Bacon County, I think once we get this little sliver out of there, we'll give you the all clear in that northern area of Bacon County. But this area in here, we still have to watch that pretty closely. One thing I'm picking up on, there's a lot of lightning associated with this. So I don't think this sort of little mini storm that's embedded within this line is showing any signs of weakening. And let's go in here and look at the velocity once again. So yeah, I'll circle this where potentially this radar indicated tornado is at. And obviously the goal with the technology we have is to get a warning in place before a tornado is on the ground. So that's oftentimes why we say radar indicated rotation. Well, where is that right now? Sort of hugging this Bacon and Appling County line. That would be somewhere right in that vicinity, and it is moving off to the east at 40 miles per hour. So that's why we're not quite ready to clear everyone out here in Bacon County. I think if you're in this back extreme northwest area, you're definitely in the clear there. But hugging this county line area right now, still a tornado warning. It's 3:05, and this goes for another 10 minutes. So there is a chance they may have to extend this warning just a little bit to cover the rest of Appling County and then start to work its way into northern Wayne County. Still lots of lightning strikes being indicated. And also I mentioned, along with wind, maybe a quick spin up tornado, potential for hail. So with all of our technology here at WJCL 22, what we can do is go in here and there is a little bit of hail. It doesn't look like it would be that large, but certainly there could be maybe some pea to dime size hail contained within this thunderstorm. Another thing I want to do, and I'll see if it's showing up right now, some of the shear tracks, which would give us a pretty clear indication, and there they are, they're painted in right now, and that's just showing where the thunderstorm has been rotating. And you can follow that line. We had that severe thunderstorm warning in Jeff Davis County, and then they ended up with a little bit of rotation indicated. Notice how it developed very close to the Denton area, and now it's tracking into northern Bacon County, and we think it's somewhere right now very close to that county line. So you're looking at a rotation tracker. Now we can also use our technology here that you'll find at WJCL 22 to see if any debris is being thrown up. And obviously to your eye, this doesn't look like much. To mine though, at least at this second, it looks like pretty good news because I'm not seeing anything that really jumps out at me that would say, hey, there's debris, because we're looking in this area where some of that rotation, at least in the mid and upper levels of this thunderstorm, has been indicated, and so far not seeing that translated down to the ground. So our storm tracker radar network, definitely think though by the look of this, might start to see just a little bit larger hail start to fall out of this thunderstorm. Lots of lightning associated with it, and so far this has shown really no signs of weakening. So there's still probably enough rotation with this to keep the tornado warning going. Remember, it goes until 3:15, and here we are around 3:07. There's Baxley up to the north, Highway 15, Highway 1 right there, the white dots, if you're curious. Those are just lightning strikes, and our studio here at Chatham Parkway, we just heard the first rumble of thunder, so if you live in and around Savannah, we are starting to see some thunderstorms move in. At this second, though, they are not severe. Let's take a look here at the hail to see if the hail size is increasing. Right there it is. We'll watch for the update to see if we start to see any of these darker purples start to pop up. Let's go back to our radar and give you the indication here. This is almost between Highway 1 and Highway 15. And a little piece of good news for our friends in northern Bacon County as we start to zoom this out a bit. This area that we said was right along that county line up here, in this portion, we're going to say you are in the clear right now from potential tornado. So this area right here, we can say you're in the clear in Bacon County. However, though, if you're in this area right here along the county line, still be taking your tornado precautions because we're watching, again, that rotation that prompted this tornado warning that is just to the south of Baxley. Let's take another X-ray of the storm. And still maybe a little bit of that rotation right in this area. So it's almost more now into Appling County versus into Bacon County. And certainly I always like to zoom in. Sometimes we can find a little tiny community in here in Appling County, maybe a little county road that a few people are familiar with. So there's Highway 15. And that rotation is almost between Highway 1 and 15 now. If there's any hail, it would be in this vicinity right in here. So right here is Red Oak Road. Let's follow that up and give you an idea right now. So Red Oak, that was Red Oak Road, and we're near the intersection of where it meets Highway 15. And that's pretty close to where some of this weaker rotation is at right now. One thing I'm going to do for a second here is back the radar out, and we can show you the larger perspective. Just because I mentioned we are starting to hear some thunder in Savannah, and some of you may be wondering, oh, hey, is any of this severe headed towards the hostess city, maybe Richmond Hill, Pooler, Port Wentworth, Garden City? So far, this part of the storm looks like just a lot of rain, certainly some lightning strikes contained within it. It's when you start to get some of these cells that are a little more isolated along this leading edge, and even some of these back here that are approaching Jeff Davis, we would also be watching those pretty closely. So we still have about 4.5 minutes left in the tornado warning. Anywhere within the red lines, and that's really now centered over Appling County, we want you to be taking your tornado precautions. We'll zoom in here, and again, I'll move this so you can get a little better idea not only of Appling County, but sort of what lies ahead for this storm. Moving to the east, right around about 40 miles per hour. And this will be into northern areas of Wayne County. And I'm going to step off here 1 second. I just want to look at the National Weather Service chat to see if they have given any indication. They're still following that rotation. This was as of a couple minutes ago, passing south of Baxley, and the primary threat looks like damaging winds, but potential for a brief spin-up tornado is there. As it moves off to the east, so here's maybe at least one piece of good news, is that it moves off to the east. Maybe as it gets past northern Wayne County, it's going to start running into a little less favorable environment for spin-up tornadoes. So the best bet of seeing a thunderstorm that produces some rotation today would be near and south of the Altamaha River. We do have a tornado watch that goes until 8 p.m. I really think, though, the main threat is until about 5 or 6 p.m. this evening. Certainly we'll watch it through 8. But really just these next couple hours is what we're going to be focused in on. So I think in the next couple minutes, we will either see a severe thunderstorm warning, which is the yellow lines there, matches in with the radar just a bit, or we'll have the tornado warning extended just a little bit. Let's go readdress that hail core, because I certainly think this radar feature has the look of a little bit of hail. So if you're south of Baxley, maybe dime-size hail contained within that, and certainly if you're in that area south of Baxley, try to let us know what you're experiencing weather-wise once the warning has passed by your area. We don't want you leaving your safe area right now and taking your tornado precautions to give us any update. We'll wait until we give you the all clear with that. We have about just over 2 minutes left in this warning, and then we'll see what happens if the tornado warning is extended into northern Wayne County. To me, and I'm going to point this out to you right now, this is the area right in here where we have some of that green, red next to each other. That's where there could be just enough circulation to potentially get a very quick spin-up tornado. But as we mentioned earlier, please do not go outside. Don't look for the tornado. Don't say, hey, I'm gonna get the best video ever. We're not looking for that here. We want you and your family to just stay safe through this. Because if you go out there and look for this, look at all the yellow and green out ahead of it. That's rain. So this would very likely, embedded within this line of thunderstorms, if there is going to be a quick spin-up tornado, it'd be probably a rain wrap tornado. You wouldn't even see it. You might hear the winds picking up, and then all of a sudden you'd be in the circulation. Then it's too late. So we don't ever recommend going outside, looking for the tornado. Play it safe. Wait for this area to get out of your backyard or overhead, and then you can go outside once the lightning passes by. So Bacon County right now, this area should be cleared. We're giving you the all clear right now because the potential for a tornado is now directly over Appling County, and we have about another 40 seconds left in this warning. Certainly if there's no more tornado warnings issued, we'll get you back to programming. So what we'll do is together we will watch this tornado warning. If it drops off, if it would happen to drop off the screen, then we will hop back into programming. So let's get you right in there. There we go. So the tornado warning right now, this will go until 3:15, so that's coming up here in just a few seconds. This is still a pretty strong thunderstorm. Could be some hail contained within that. There's a lot of lightning, wind gusts 50, 60 miles per hour, and can't rule out a quick spin-up tornado. So there it is. We just have the severe thunderstorm warning until 3:30. Looks like that is going to handle it. We are going to stay laser focused on this cell right there, because if it would get a little more rotation, it could prompt another tornado warning. But for now, the all clear has been given for a lot of this area, western Appling County. This portion of northern Bacon County, no threat of a tornado right now. We have to watch this cell, a couple more individual thunderstorms behind it that could have possibly just a little bit of rotation. So this severe thunderstorm warning, that will continue until 3:30. In Savannah right now, we have rain, we have a thunderstorm moving in. It's below severe levels. If any of this changes, certainly we will let you know first right here on WJCL 22. We'll now send it back to regular programming. If any more tornado warnings are issued, tune it in here. We'll let you know.